heading to Horsley Castle, or what remains of it. I think they go over that sty. There's the A38 right next to it. A bit of free advertising.
Dale, you see what it says here? See where you could come for your holidays? For the dogs to look through.
Well, they missed that.
That's weird, that is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, they're barking at us. Oh, Tim. Now, the Normans built their first 1,000 castles in England to bring law and order to the country due to the constant unrest between Normans and the English. These castles were primarily motte and bailey structures, and they were introduced to England after the conquest of 1066. And they were a crucial part of William the Conqueror's strategy to consolidate his power, control the newly conquered territory. And they were relatively quick to construct and a strong defence. Must be close to it now. So hope we don't behind this fencing. And these castles were strategically placed to control key routes, towns and areas of strategic importance, helping to assist Norman authority. Right, there's the big bank, down into the ditch, if you can see it on the camera. And I guess the imposing presence of castles served as a visual reminder of the Norman dominance and a deterrent to rebellion. Castles were not just military structures, they also served as centres for local administration and the collection of taxes. And I think King William took a liking to the castles as they became a symbol of his strength. There's a ditch all the way around it, quite deep, and there's the remains of the castle. It's more spectacular than I expected. Oh, this is where the tower would have been. Now, originally this was a Norman wooden motte and bailey castle, but a little remains of it, and it was built in the 12th century. I think the first known mention was in the reign of King Stephen between 1135 and 1154. As you can see, it's now largely overtaken with vegetation, but there's a rectangular tower which is here, but this was in ruins in the 16th century. It was originally founded by Ralph de Buron from Normandy in France. It was given land in the Midlands by William the Conqueror, I suppose for the Battle of Hastings. And the castle was acquired by King John from Peter de Sandiacre, who himself had succeeded Roddy de Buron by inheritance in 1198, if I remember right. Well, that's some way down. King John began work on the castle in 1200. I think he built it in stone from the wood Now did a keep and a chapel and a gatehouse. Now apparently twice he visited the castle, and you can imagine a troubled monarch. He wasn't very popular. Imagine him irritably complaining about the bloody Charter of Magna Carta, which is most famous for sealing. So it's got some infamy to the place. In 1514 it was granted by, I think, Henry VIII to the Duke of Norfolk as a reward for services against Scots. Later the Stanhope family had it. Sadly most of it's been completely dismantled and disturbed by quarrying. The only remains being this keep here, which is defended by the wide ditches you can see to the north and east. There was an outer enclosure, a bailey, containing various buildings which would have occupied part of the area surrounding the keep, but its original extent and location aren't clear anymore. It's likely to have been lost, partially destroyed by 19th century quarrying. Fuckers again. I just done one about 9 ladies at Stanton Moor being wrecked by quarrying, old and new. It happens too much, doesn't it? This is a gorgeous little place. You've got the A38 over there, which you can't see. I'd imagine it was quite well protected. And you'd be able to see people coming for miles. Right, just heading down the opposite way to see what we've got down here. But this has been where the bailey was. Get some use of it because there's a lot of well-worn footpaths. But luckily we've not seen a soul. Campfire. Yeah, an old campfire and a newer one. Oh, look at this. This must be where the quarrying's been. Yeah, I've been intending visiting this place for ages, but I couldn't find a route into it. It's actually quite simple. I'll put a map up at the end. Right, this is the remaining bit of the keep. It's thick walled. It was over the top there where I was just standing. Like I say, it's quite impressive for what's left. That's a long way down. I wonder if that's all quarrying or it was defensive. Hard to tell. Right, be careful, it's a long way down. Just get up. There we are. We should go up another way. Yeah, this shows you the thickness of the keep.